Hi, I'm Rolf, and we're going to play PUBG to get second place. Now, winning be even better, but I don't expect to win. A good chance I get second or top five-ish, because I'm going to play in the most conservative way possible. I'm going to actually do everything I can to make this as boring of a game of PUBG as you can imagine. Maybe you can even put it on to fall asleep to. PUBG for drowsiness. I'm going to go to the center of the map, roughly speaking. And I'm gonna pop my parachute out as soon as I can. And then I'm instantly going to go into a glide to maximize, or go into a glide to maximize how far I can go. Alright, if that says 11 kmh, okay, if that says 11 if that says 11 kilometers per hour, you know you're in a glide, and it'll look like that. Anyway, as far as I can tell, you go just as far in a glide as you do if you're pushing down. Oh, well, that's convenient. So my strategy here, if there is such a thing, is I'm literally just going toward the center of the zone, and I'm going to hang out around the center of the zone. Maybe do a little pattern or something. I could make myself some fancy waypoints. And by the time I'm getting close to the ground, um, the supply drop airplane will be inbound, and there's a very good chance it'll come near the center of the zone, which means that then, if I want to, now this is a little more high risk. Doing this is more high risk than purely just doing what I kind of was going to do anyway, which was find the zone, figure out where the zone is, pick a relatively strategic location along the edge of the zone. Now you're in a good position, boom, from the very beginning. This is boring, I get it. You know, you're going to be on a parachute for up to 4 minutes, depending on how far you want to glide. And everybody else is down there fighting it out, right? Now, there's only five people that have got knocked out so far. But I'm not one of them, and I'm not going to be one of them, and nobody can shoot me up here. Um, the diagonal measurement of 600 meters. If somebody was 600 meters away and I'm 600 meters high, that's what? 36 plus 36 square root of 72, 900 meters ish, 920 meters away. You're not going to hit anybody with any weapon in this game 900 meters away. I don't even know if it would let you. Probably let you, but I don't know. You could hit somebody 800 meters away, with a mortar, but nobody's going to hit me in midair with a mortar. So I'm perfectly safe up here. I'm not safe once I hit the ground. So if my strategy is to wait for the plane, that adds to my peril because then I'm going to be going down on my parachute in the same area where there's the supply drop, which people are going to be looking for just like I am. So this isn't super duper winning tactic right here, but it's kind of fun and it increases my chance of getting a ghillie suit right away or a really nice designated marksman rifle. Um, or maybe that DBS that I keep getting, which is great. It's a double barrel automatic shotgun, which is really sweet, but it's only good for close quarters combat. Kind of a more of a, I guess, I don't know. I don't know that I've ever actually got a. I don't know if I've ever knocked anybody out with that thing ever, just because I carry it around with me all game, and then that's not the way the end of the game plays out. So anyway, 20 people are already out of the game. Meanwhile, here's the supply drop plane, which if I hadn't been talking, I'd have heard before I saw it. Which is just, I'll just make a quick commentary. If you are playing Team PUBG, it's just nice if you can make your communications tactical. Like if you spot an enemy and say, hey, yellow spot enemy, right? That's all you got to say. Leave the airwaves open for other people to talk or people to hear because it's really important to hear. I can usually hear enemies a long time before I see them. Okay, so I'm implementing my plan. Uh, I can stretch this glide out far enough to get to that drop. There is a better chance that somebody would get me now, but of course they're not going to have any way to reference. They're not going to hit me on rapid fire. Ugh. So can you hear that audio moving? Now, presumably, if you hear it the same way I hear it now, you're hearing it through my, 3D sound. I've got a SteelSeries headset. Has its own software to customize the distance of the simulated surround sound speakers. Anyway, they're over there. They're making a lot of noise. Um, I have no idea if they didn't see me or if they just didn't even try to shoot me or if they just missed. But meanwhile, there's 34 people out of the game and I'm still here. So we're a third of the way. So this is teams. I'm playing solo versus teams. You can play solo versus teams. You can play with 1, 2, or 3 people on your team, or 4. If you have friends join your lobby, you can lock it down after just your friends join. If you have 1 friend or 2 friends, you can play that way. Or you can play with your 2 friends and let some random person in the lobby. And I've played games with some really excellent players, and honestly, the best players are often the most quiet, and you can do a lot by just communicating. With, like I say, just marking enemies. You don't even need a mic. If you do have a mic, the tendency, I think, for a lot of people is to add more confusion to the battle than you need to by making kind of vague, just non-tactical communications. They're on you, they're behind you. Who are you talking to? Blue, you have an enemy at your 6 o'clock. That might be good if you know what direction they're facing. Or you can just, hey, enemy at the yellow mark. Now that's easier if I had a weapon, which I don't. I was kind of hoping to come across the supply crates, but I guess either I lost track of them or they're a little further out. I like the look of that car down there. So if you're lucky enough to be able to have the same surround soundy experience that I am, if the SteelSeries surround engine is working for you, you can tell that, when I'm talking, it just makes it a little harder to hear that positional data. Alright, well, that's not a crate, is it? I don't think so. So this didn't go well. I thought this crate... I thought this... Uh-oh. Single click, even if you don't have a gun, will do things like that, like label that vehicle. So I could label that for myself, just so I know where it is. Jesus. Well, this isn't gonna go well, is it? Live to fight another day. I'm not messing with those guys. What am I I gonna do? Shake my fists at them? Now, one thing you can do in vehicles is turn the engine off. Which I did for a while there. I guess it saves on fuel and saves the ears. This is my favorite weapon lately, actually. So I feel lucky that I got it. I do need a scope. Well, I mean, if it's got to be a 2x, a 2x will work. Better than nothing. You know, iron sights in real life, anybody who's qualified on a M16 in basic training or something, you'll know that they work pretty well. You can hit a target 300 yards away. In this game, iron sights are like, I gotta take the optics off. But that's not how iron sights work. That's not how they work. Everybody gets it wrong, but that's okay. Whatever. Whatever. You know, what do you expect? Harump. I guess I'll grab this just in case. It's a second weapon. It doesn't take up any extra places in your inventory. This. So if you're accelerating in your vehicle and then you switch seats, the vehicle will coast and you can aim your weapon out the window. If you are not accelerating and you do that, then the vehicle will grind to a halt. Just a little factoid there. I think it's the Mark 12. I keep saying I need to look up how you say that. Is it Mark 12? Is it MK12? Looks like Mark 12 to me. I mean, you know, so I would prefer. So my current philosophy, and there's a lot of room to grow because okay, so this is the best item in the game. If I take this, I only have a scope equipped, right? But if I throw it on the ground, that's not what I meant to do. If I take the scope with the gun with the scope and throw it on the ground and I put it back, it still has the scope on it, right? Same thing happens with a tactical pack. If I take this weapon and put it in a tactical pack, and then I pull this weapon out, it still has the scope on it. What it doesn't have is any ammo, so I have to load it. I have to reload it. And if I have it fully loaded, and now the weapon's loaded, 20 rounds in it, right? And I put it in the tactical pack, and I pull it back out, it's not loaded. So that's the only catch, but it does let you carry 4 weapons, or, 3 weapons and something else. So it wouldn't be a bad idea to have an assault rifle as well. Doubling up on DMRs is questionable. The only real reason I'm doing this, the Dragunov has slightly better range, I think, but I've been having super luck lately with the 5.56 with this guy. Even though if we look at, well, now here's a test. If I take the whole tactical pack and throw that on the ground, everything's still in it, right? Just as it was. this in there, and I throw the tactical pack on the ground, and I pick up a machete. Anyway, I did that. I put the freaking scope in there again. Anyway, been having good luck with this one, even though the stats are such that you'd think maybe another weapon would be better. 4 center mass shots with that, which you can just plink right off. And if you're prone, it's extremely stable. Oops. Well, I don't want to get killed by the zone now. Okay. Oh, that's what this is for. Shoot. The reason I'm driving like this is because you can bandage your wounds while you drive, but as soon as you touch the steering wheel and move it, you'll stop bandaging your wounds. You can accelerate, you can slow down, but you can't steer. So, leads to some unfortunate collisions. Okay. That's fine. Okay. So, because this is my version of being aggressive, I'm going to turn toward the gunfire and see if I can see somebody. Oh, shit. Okay, look at that. Well, I don't know where that first drop went. I found the second one. Now, again, at this point in the game, only 16 people left. It is out of the zone, so that's handy. Is this smart of me to rush this? Absolutely not. Is this a good way to get killed? You bet it. It's a perfect way to get killed. But, you know, for educational purposes, we'll throw it out there. This is what not to do. Again, I'm not trying to win. I'm trying to win, but oh my goodness. Okay. This is going there. This is going here. Oh boy. Really? You don't see me? They don't see me? Oh, there he is. There he is. He sees me. I see him. Yeah, I really didn't need that second 4x scope, but it didn't get me killed either. Not yet, so. Okay. I'm not gonna kill anybody with this pans. So you know what? I'm just gonna put it on the ground here. Now at this point, I suspect everybody else in the game is being pretty smart about being quiet. No reason for me to be moving. I should just stay still. But I can't help myself. It sounds like these guys are occupied with each other. So they're not going to be thinking about me. Now they could be trying to trick me, but I don't think they're doing that. Oh, somebody just sees me. You see me, huh? Okay. Now third person lets you do a little kind of cheeky kind of. Okay, so I have to go that way. All right. Not what I meant to do. I was gonna throw it one direction and run the other, but that worked just about as well. Oh, look at this. Looky. Shit. Guess they should have been quiet. So the reason that they all died at once is because they were on a team. Oh, hey, look at this. Look at this little fella. Wonder if he sees me. Shit. Oh no! Ah, I got killed by the play zone. Damn it. Second place. As usual. Hey, I was playing for second. We got second. After action report, huh? I lost track of the blue zone. I didn't realize I was in the blue zone dying until I realized that I saw the blue zone moving in front of me right there at the end. Um, what could I have done better? I don't know. That was pretty good. Needed to keep a better eye on the blue zone. Um, okay. If I had not been killed by the blue zone, would I have been able to get those two? Yeah, probably. All right. Well, yeah, thanks for watching, and hopefully next time I'll get second place again.